Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today is going to be another budget with me video. This is going to be where I lay out my budget and I assign my money to categories that I need to make sure that I have covered for the month. So, we'll go ahead and just jump right in. I have already penciled out my information, so I'm going to go ahead and start with this side, and I'm going to put it all in ink, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have my stuff written in ink, I'm going to go through and decide how much money I want in each of these categories for the month, which will also in turn tell me how many hours I need to work to make sure that I have the total amount needed to cover all of these categories. Now my expenses on this side here are things that I have to pay every month. These are things that I need to make sure I have money every single month. I have to cover these bills. These are the things that are non-negotiable. These sinking funds on this side of the page are the things that are negotiable to a point, and I don't necessarily need the money every month, but I do want to make sure that I have money in that category so when it comes up, I'm ready and I'm prepared for it. So we're going to start at the top with rent. Now, my boyfriend and I split rent, and it is $11.25 a month. So my half is $563. So for the month of February, I need $563 for my rent. TV and Wi-Fi is $65. Double checking. Perfect. Electricity, this month I'm actually going to make it higher than I have in the past because it is winter, it is cold, and I've noticed that the amount that I put in was not quite enough. So for the electricity, I'm going to save $80 for my half, and then my boyfriend will pay for the other half. Cell phone is $120 every month. Grocery is $150. CTA, Chicago Transportation Authority, is, I'm gonna go with $20 this month. Spotify is $20. Spending, I am going to go with $70 because I do want to keep my nails up if I can afford it. So I'm going to go with $70 on that. Restaurant, I keep flipping back to January because some of those numbers really worked for me. $50. Fast food is always $30. Coffee, I'm gonna go with $40. Beach body, I'm gonna go with $20. Debt is always $300 for minimum payments. Hulu is $10. Laundry is $10. Amazon Prime, I think, is $10. Yes. So those are my expenses that I have to have money for that's not negotiable. My sinking funds, these are different. These are things that I need money for, but not necessarily every single month. So I'm gonna start with my fish. Now my fish are a little sick, so I have upped up their money a little bit. We're gonna go to 40. Airport, I'm gonna go with 10. Transportation, I'm gonna go with 30. Travel, I'm gonna go, I think it's 50. We're gonna go with 40. I like that number. 40 sounds good. Christmas is 50. Is it? No, it's gonna be this month. Christmas is gonna be 50 this month. Private Christmas is 20 for the month. New car is going to be 100. New apartment is going to be 100. Gifts, I'm gonna go with 10. Toiletries, I'm gonna go with 30. Change my mind, I'm gonna do gifts at 20. Clothing, I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna do the same amount, I'm gonna do 40. Spring training is going to be 50. And I am taking ballroom classes now, and so I have paid for the class for this semester. So I know that I'm going to want to probably do it again. So I'm going to start saving for that money now, so I don't have to do it all at once. And the total amount for the class is $50. So I'm going to do $10. I'm going to do $20 a month to get to that point. So now I'm gonna grab my calculator. We're gonna go in and calculate all these numbers on the total expenses and the total sinking funds, and then we'll add those together to see what the total money I need is. Okay, so for February this month, I need $2,108 total if I want to cover these categories in full. Now, like I said, if I don't make the money, this total amount for the month, these are the things that I will start clipping money from first, because these aren't necessary to fund every single check if it means I can fund these. So this is the total amount that I need to make sure that I have, and this is the total amount that I need to make sure that I have. This is the total amount that I need to have if I want to cover all of these and all of these. So that is the month. What I'm going to do is I am going to go forward and I'm going to lay out my paycheck number 1 over here, as well as my tax return and my quarter 4 bonus. That bonus check should be coming in any day, and my tax return has been filed, so I know how much I'm receiving, so I'm going to be able to start planning and budgeting for that as well. So I'm going to go do these two off camera really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I was going to budget out all of the stuff for the quarter 4 bonus and for the 2019 tax return. However, because I have not received this amount yet and it's been a couple of days, I'm going to hold on this page and I'm going to come back probably on the cash envelope stuffing video and go over this, because none of this will be cash. It'll kind of be just like an additional footnote on how I handle quarter 4 bonus check and the 2019 tax return. So that being said, because we have all of this budgeted here for the month, I am going to go ahead and put all of the stuff for paycheck number 1 in ink, and we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of today. I'm going to go put this in ink and I will be right back. So now that I put this all in ink, we're gonna go ahead and put the amount of money that I need for every category. And we're gonna base that off of our numbers that we put here on our total monthly budget. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so for rent, we need half of that total amount, this first paycheck, and that's gonna be half of $563, which is gonna be $282 on this first paycheck, and then we'll do $283 on the second paycheck once I get that laid out. TV and Wi-Fi is going to be $33. We'll do $65 total for the month. So we'll do $33 here, $32 on the next check. Cell phone is $120 for the month, so that's going to be $60 on this paycheck. Grocery, I budgeted $150 for that for the month, so I'm going to pull $75 out in cash on this paycheck. Spending this month, I did up it a little bit so I can get a fill on my nails at some point. So spending, I have $70, so it'll be $35 for this check. For restaurants, 50 total, so 25. Fast food is 30, so that's gonna be 15. Laundry, I did 10, so that's gonna be 5 on this check. CTA, I did 20, so it's gonna be 10. Electricity, now I mentioned that we were gonna up this amount because the last one was a little bit more expensive than anticipated. So I budgeted 80 for my half this month. So I'm gonna pull 40 on this paycheck. Spotify is 20, so we're gonna do 10. Coffee is 40, so we're gonna do 20. Now, so Beachbody is going to be 20 total, so $10. Debt I'm going to leave blank for now because what I'm going to do is add up all of my money here and then I'm going to subtract the total and subtract it from here, and that is how I will know how much I'm putting toward my debt this month. I'm going to leave the debt blank for now and we're going to come back to it. Hulu is 10, so I'm going to say 5 on this check. Excuse me, go. Excuse me, pen. Thank you so much. Amazon Prime is also 10, so we're going to save for 5 there. So fish, I have $40 for the month, so we're going to do 20. Airport is 10, so we're going to go with 5. Travel is 40, so half of that is 20. Christmas, I think I upped it to 50, so that one's going to be 25. Pirate Christmas is always 20 for the month, so 10 every paycheck. New car, I think I put 100, and same with the new apartment, so those are 50 for that and 50 for that. Gifts is going to be 10. Toiletries is going to be 15 because it's 30 in total. Clothing is going to be 20 because it's 40 in total. Spring training, it's 50 total, so 25. And ballroom is going to be 10 off of this check and 10 off of the next one. Transportation is 30, so that is going to be 15 for this check. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the amount I have total here, and then I'm going to subtract that number from this number, and that will give me the amount that I put toward my debt. So right now, my total money that I need for all of my other categories is $905. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take $905 and subtract it from $1,376, and that's $471. So just to make sure I don't screw anything up on my math, I'm going to do $465 Just give myself a little $6 buffer there just in case I did some wrong math somewhere. I'm gonna do $465 here. For my debt. And what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to transfer that into my debt payments today. Which is awesome. Really, really awesome. So that is the budget with me portion for now. Like I said, I'm going to come back and I will check in with this Q4 bonus and the 2019 tax return on my envelope stuffing video once I find out what my Q4 bonus is going to be. And I should officially now be finding out within the next 24 hours. So that will be on my next video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, that's my budget with me paycheck number 1 and for the month as a whole. So I'm going to go ahead and color some of these cute little hearts that I put in there, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.